Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 12 in the NFL right now with Al McMordie from BigAl.com, a guy who's had a long-term record of success in the NFL at his website as well this year, and in our videos for free winning record as well. Gave us a great pick with Chicago last week that I tailed in my Pete's parlay. Al McMordie, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks, Peter. Good to be here.
All right, so Arizona Seattle is the first game you're going to cover. Thanks for taking this game. An interesting one. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering about this one. Probably you can shed some unique light on it. Before we get into it, just give a quick plug for BigAl.com. Tell everyone, how well you've done at your site, because all they might know is just how well you've done in our videos.
Well, at BigAl.com, I've been in business since 1992, so I've stood the test of time. I've won 39 handicapping championships. And at the website, folks can get 3 free winners every day, 2 from myself, 1 from Larry Ness. People will probably know Larry from being on the radio and television. And they can get 3 free winners every day from us, and then they can go online and get the best selections from both myself, Larry Ness, also folks like Ben Burns and Scott Spreitzer and Tom Stryker and Wayne Root. Lots of great handicappers. Overall, we have 14 handicappers at the website. Everyone has different styles. Some are technical handicappers, others are fundamental handicappers. Folks can find a handicapper that they like, and they can get the best plays every day at very reasonable prices. And just go to BigAl.com, and they can click on free picks for the free picks or picks for sale for the best selections.
All right, sounds great, Al. Well, let's see what you can tell us about Arizona, Seattle. We know the deal here, right? Arizona flat out awesome this year against the spread, and Seattle struggling badly. 1-4, or I think we're 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games or something like that. And their only ATS win was a close one at home against the Giants. But everyone still has the idea of Seattle at home as just being something you don't want to bet against. So it's a tricky situation. -6.5 is the current line, and the total is down a bit right now. 41, 41.5, and 42 are all widely available. What do you like here, Al?
Well, last week Seattle was upset by the Chiefs 24-20. We did have Kansas City in that ballgame.
Nice.
Arizona, on the other hand, upset Detroit 14-6 as a 1-point home underdog. But unfortunately for Arizona, winning teams off upset losses are 67.7% against the spread at home if they're not laying double digits to an opponent off an upset win. So that bodes very well for Seattle here. And overall, Arizona's now won and covered 6 straight games, but teams off at least 6 wins and at least 3 ATS victories. Those teams are a very poor 48 and 78 against the spread going back to 1980 versus opponents not off back-to-back straight up and against the spread wins. So that also bodes well for Seattle. And as you mentioned, you really don't want to go against the Seattle Seahawks at home. They've got one of the best, if not the best, home field in all of football. And if you look at the last 3 seasons, Seattle at home, when they're not laying more than a touchdown, they've now covered 11 in a row over those 3 years. And I'm not going to go against that statistic. And interestingly, Seattle, on the outside looking in of this year's playoff picture, they wouldn't make the playoffs if the season ended today. Arizona, on the other hand, has a 2-game lead over all the other NFC foes. So I think Arizona might suffer a little bit of a letdown here. They don't need the game as much as Seattle does. I'm going to take Seattle minus the points.
Weirdly, it feels like a ballsy pick to pick Seattle at home here, just as poorly as they've done. But just one quick follow-up question. You don't think that maybe this version of Seattle, how much they've been struggling against the spread, how overvalued they've been by the market recently, makes you maybe want to throw all those trends that you or past results that you just cited away because just Seattle is just overvalued right now?
Well, I don't know if Seattle is overvalued right now, but you also have to look at the other side of the coin. Arizona lost their quarterback, Carson Palmer,
Sure.
And they're playing with a second-string quarterback as well. So that's part of the reason that Seattle is favored by 6.5 in this ballgame. If Carson Palmer was in the lineup, you might see this spread around 3.5 or 4. So I don't think that – I think the fact that you're laying under a touchdown, I think, is fair value for Seattle. If they certainly were laying over a touchdown, I might look askance at doing that. But under a touchdown, as I mentioned, 11 straight the last 3 years. I'm going to take Seattle. I'm going to lay the points.
All right, there you go. Al McMordie from BigAl.com, liking Seattle, even in their current form, at -6.5 over Arizona, even in their current form. That might be a contrarian play there, Al. Thanks so much.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.